CashApp podcast. Today's episode is going to be kind of fun. I love the timing on that. So perfect every time. So it's not a sound bite. That's literally him popping a top. Like every time. The perfect time. So today's episode is going to be about scams. It's going to be kind of a fun episode because I love talking about scammy people and fucking throwing them under the bus. Also pointing out to people how not to fucking lose your money. Wait.
I have a question, though, real quick. Yeah. So how come you can hear his pop top, but you can't hear me doing a line off my desk?
I don't know.
Is it maybe the sock on my microphone?
I hear the or whatever.
I mean, did you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I thought that was just like you licking a lollipop or something sexually.
That was
like
licking
trying to be really sensual with a slurp of some type.
Why the fuck would I lick a lollipop?
The fuck, I don't know. You're Deadpool.
What?
God.
That's just weird.
Yeah, well,
I mean, a banana or something. But
we made it less than a fucking minute. Less than a fucking minute. And it's already gone there. Less than a minute.
I'm sorry. My fault. Continue.
Yeah. Today's episode is going to be about scams. Oh, I would like to point out a big shout out to King Pixel. King Pixel, second person to ever donate to the show. We love you. Thank you very much for
King Pixel. I didn't even know who this person is. He's never even messaged me.
It doesn't matter.
No, what I'm saying is it's not someone that I've actually helped. They help. You know what I'm saying? This is someone that helped out of the kindness of their heart.
Yeah, I love the show. Keep it up. Here's some cash to keep it going. And sent like $10. It was like, sweet. That pays for, half a month. So that's great.
I appreciate the funds. I mean, that's like half a line. I'm in. We should donate in like lines, like units. It'd be like how many lines do you want to donate?
We have so many units. We already have so many units going on.
Yeah.
Units of
what is the? I'd say the newbies just first Googling how to grow psychedelic mushrooms. Probably the first scam they come across is some bullshit on fucking Reddit. Some fly-by-night guy trying to sell like rectal fucking swabs, or like
or Enigma swabs.
Yes. Whenever. The Enigmas.
I always think it's funny when someone's like, I got the perfect dude. You have the perfect mushroom in stock. It's Enigma. And guess what? I have the spore print for you. It's only $50.
Yeah. You're going to be like so ahead of everybody. People usually wait years to get this.
Exactly. I had to climb up 6 mountains and hunt down 3 goats just to find this thing. I'm doing you a favor. But that's the problem is a lot of people don't understand that, especially new people. They don't know it's a mutation that doesn't produce spores. So
I got a good joke.
It's a link in that's a progress. That's a project already in progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people. Yeah, that kind of shit. And then like swabs that have fucking mascara on them. And that's happened to me.
Wait. No, I haven't got that one. I've got on a graphite pencil.
Yeah.
Oh my God, like lead, you got some graphite on your tip?
Yep. Yeah.
I paid
protection.
I think I paid like $50 for like this package of a whole bunch of swabs. It was supposed to be like 20 different fucking swabs of different stuff. It was like $50 with shipping. And it was just a bunch of random shit, right? Like just random. But I was like, the guy needed help or whatever. He said he needed help. So I was cool. Like 3 of those swabs weren't contaminated. One of them was fucking mascara. One of them, I don't know what it was. Brown dirt, maybe?
Wow.
Like talcum. Just like dust off a windowsill. Because it never did anything.
What the fuck is a windowsill?
Windowsill.
Is that's what you just said, right?
Windowsill.
A sill.
Yeah, what the fuck's a windowsill?
It's a windowsill. We know what he's saying.
I know, but if I don't bring it up, then he's gonna think it's okay. and it's not.
It is okay where I'm from. Jesus.
Damn it, drink your milk.
Y'all speak some sort of...
Don't do
you
it.
Guys are
You put that accent right
close.
back where it came from.
Y'all are so close to being like a British fucking colony anyway. So, like, or Canadian colony.
God save the Queen, bitch.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Did you see that on TV? I don't want to get too political.
No.
Biden?
I am not a political person.
I
hate
don't
everyone.
watch the news.
Okay, so Biden was ending a speech, and he ended it with, God save the Queen.
She's already dead.
Yeah. But he forgot, dude. Like, he legit forgot.
That's
I
sad.
seen the motherfucker shake hands with a
It was
invisible people, and
it was the speech about gun control. So he had a gun control speech, okay? And he said that if somebody steals your car and they go off and commit a crime with it, you're responsible for the crime committed with that car.
What?
Like if they hurt somebody and then like immediately the White House is like, no, that's not true. And then he signs off. He's like, and God save the Queen or whatever. And then he like fucking falls down and walks off stage and just stumbles off into the great blue yonder. Like, and it's like, what's just happened?
That was the leader of the free world has spoken.
There is no queen right now. There's no queen right now. There's a fucking king.
I was going to say, isn't there a king for the first time in forever?
Yeah, there's Charles or the weird guy.
Maybe he identifies as a queen. You don't know.
Dude, he's British. They're all cross-dressing.
How long ago? When do you think the original cross-dresser started? Like, you can't
the
like
Romans started in dresses. Who cares?
No,
that's what I'm saying. Like, you go back far enough, everybody's in a dress.
Well, okay, I think cross-dressing's kind of always been a fucking thing. Whereas people used to cross-dress like in Egypt all the fucking time. It was just normal. They would, play roles. Like they would.
How would you do that?
For like,
I'm in the low-cut tunic, and I'm in a high-cut tunic.
I'm gonna say they're all fucking tunics.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Mine's white. Oh wait, great. Mine's dirty white. That's because I'm not rich. I can't wash my shit.
Well, like
Smell my balls.
Shakespeare, there was no female actors, so everybody was fucking a guy, right?
Well, they didn't use females.
Well, yeah, and that's probably what happened in Hollywood. But
Wow.
no. I want
scams.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch that show, the new Black Mirror episode? Speaking of,
dude, I
in
just
Hollywood.
started watching it today, and I only watched 4 episodes, and it is fucking awesome. I love that show.
Judy is terrible or something like that.
Yeah.
That one.
Judy is awful.
Oh my god, dude, that show was
Selma Hayek.
trip.
Or it was fucking. That was hilarious.
It was a trip.
Yeah.
Did you watch the whole thing? Right? Like,
yes.
Like they were like, man, it was great. I didn't guess that they were as a simulation of a simulation.
No, that was not even close.
But the whole thing, I was like, yeah, no, dude, her cell phone's totally spying on her.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool. I was like, yeah.
People are going to watch that and think that it's fake. Except
your cell phone. Dude, I pick up my friends' cell phones, like if they leave them like in the ambulance and shit like that, and I just sit there completely off. Like it's not on. It's just dead black screen. I just pick it up and talk into the freaking speaker. I go, gay porn. I like gay porn. And I just say like a bunch just ramble off a bunch
fucking
of shit.
Seals.
Yeah.
Window fucking
You just gotta give it like a bunch of stuff, and then
clown game.
Like, really, yeah.
Hey! Don't you been in my fucking
phone? Hey, I've seen some pictures. I'm just saying. I appreciate the art.
Those were private. You weren't supposed to share that.
The absolute worst one you could possibly do, though, is new car sales. buying a used car. Car sales. And they're everything they do, everything they open, their Facebook, YouTube, everything is just cars.
I'll be watching you.
Yeah. So, like, it listens to everything you freaking say. And they're very open about it, listening to everything you say. So I liked that episode because it was very, very poignant, right? Like, it was very much like, hey, you know, you don't really have,
obviously,
yeah, you really don't have, like, you know, security or, like, you know, like privacy anymore. You those terms and conditions, you click down, say, you don't get none of that shit no more.
Streamberry said, "Fuck you, Selma Hayek."
Yeah. They legit.
Is my
yeah.
whose rectum is shitting on the church floor? It's hilarious.
That was a great part. Anyway, yep. So, scams. Yeah, good old scams.
Always read the terms and conditions.
Hey, Trim shows up.
Well, hello.
Hey.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, great.
Everybody.
We're just talking about scams. Today's episode is about scams, except that we've only talked about one scam, and then we got talking about, like, Black Mirror and cross-dressing throughout history.
Well, you want to know about scams? I'm your man. I've been scammed every way you can imagine.
Oh yeah.
I'd say that liquid culture. Like, I got an LC that looked like somebody had spit in it. I think I don't know. It didn't have anything. No, Mike. No, there was nothing mycological in that.
Dude, I've had something look like piss. I mean, just straight piss. Liquid culture.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there was nobody sleeping in it. It's
What
like,
yeah,
it might have been liquid
Probably
culture
was.
that they used a too small of a syringe or
Maybe
something weird.
Maybe some beer with some biological stuff in it that we won't name.
Talking
Yeah,
about
right.
liquid culture.
I have this semi-local friend. They live like maybe an hour away from here, and he was like, "Hey man, I just got some good shit in a package." I'm like, "All right, so what'd you get?" He's like, "Man, I got like the Enigma, and I got like Cerebrus, and I got all this other stuff." And it came, but it like came in these little bitty tubes. I'm like pipette tubes, like the 1 ml little pipette tubes. He's like, "Yeah." And so he brings it over, and I shit look like pond water. They have floating debris, and like there was like literally you could see fucking dirt and sediment in it. I was like, dude, where'd you buy this from? I got it off of Reddit, but the guy had like a lot of reviews. I'm like, dude, you could just buy those reviews on Reddit. You literally can.
I was gonna say you could do the reviews yourself.
Yeah, but you can also buy them. Yeah, you could literally go online and buy, hey, I need 300 positive reviews and pay like $22 to get them.
Yeah, you can do the
Sounds
same
like
for
the Better
YouTube. I
Business
believe.
Bureau scam.
Yeah, you can pay people to follow you on YouTube, all kinds of stuff. I've seen it.
Yeah, you get
It's
10,000 followers for like $100. Yeah, same thing with like what do you call it? The Instagram and shit like that. It's all fucking scam. But yeah, so he brought it over. We looked at it. There was nothing in there.
There was some laughing, then some crying. I'm assuming.
Remind me to tell you guys about this time I got a guy. I drew a spore print with a Sharpie and I mailed it to a guy once.
You assholes. I've had that. You think it's funny until it happens to you.
I know, that's why I mentioned it.
Yeah, it's great.
Do you want to know?
I mean, I found most of you guys on Reddit, which is great because that's where most of that shit happens.
Do you want to know the favorite sport print I ever received in my entire fucking life? Hands down, favorite sport print. Most creative sport print. This fucking dude had a sticker made that was a cat looking over his shoulder, right, with its tail raised.
Looking at its ass?
And the sport, yeah, and the sport print is right in the fucking asshole. Like, I mean, it was like the size, like the sticker was good size, like 4x6. It was like a bit like a card. It was basically on a birthday card, right? And it was like it was my Cole, like the super string guy. It was that one. The KSS, it was like a big fucking spore print right in the asshole. And it was, I saved it today. It's by hands down. It's perfect. It looks just like a cat's asshole. And it was like, I was like,
but I
dude,
mean, so
nailed it.
Is it blank that they're putting spore prints on, or did they just send you the card with no print on it?
No, the card has a cutout in the back of it. Like he cut out around the cat's asshole and put the fucking spore print. Like he laminated
I thought we were talking about a
like,
scam where you didn't actually get a spore print. I thought that's what it was.
No, but this I'm saying my favorite one I ever received. And so it was like this birthday card. You open it up and there's a cat's asshole. The fucking spore print's the cat's asshole.
He's so beautiful.
I was like, oh, well played, sir. Well,
even if there's subprime genetics, he gets an E for effort, right?
Oh my God, you could really do that with like
great.
every anus shot, every butt shot. You just to fucking crop out different dudes and women and just send them as spore prints.
Yeah, exactly. Just like there's like giant D and just a big old spore print there.
In order to get your spore print, you got to work around the balls. Don't worry about it.
Exactly. Yeah. But you should. You want to be offended, but you're also like impressed by the fucking creativity. You know,
it's so artistic. I just don't know if this lady boy.
Did you say artistic or autistic? Because there's a difference.
Both. It's artistic.
Right?
There's a difference.
Yeah.
Hey, all the good artists have a little bit of problems. You know, all the good ones are fucked up. It's just they go hand in hand. I don't think you can get good art, you can't get good art with a little bit of trauma without a little bit of trauma or mental disease. Yeah,
Sure. All pretty good artists.
Just heat up some sauce.
That was a joke because everyone knows I'm fucked up.
Eat this. I'll just heat up some sauce. Okay.
but
I like sausage. That's good.
Sorry,
wife's making dinner.
He's posing for her spore print.
Yeah, I was right there. It required like Twister and Jenga like together. Let's try it. Yeah,
build a tower in the middle.
Strip twister.
Wait, with blocks? That sounds a little too kinky.
It's a twaster.
A twatter. Sounds like my kind of dating app.
Oh my God. The ad for Twaster just went through my head. And it was like, are you a gymnast that's lonely?
What the fuck?
Can you lift your own eyebrows?
Have you ever made it to round 5 in Twister? Well, we have a dating app for you called Twaster. It's a wild time out there, ladies and gentlemen. Find someone they can match up with you behind you.
Let them hold the parallel bars for a change.
Let them take that heavy load off your shoulders.
My load's not at my shoulders, though.
It is if you're a contestant on Twaster.
You need help.
So scams.
We did so good last week. What has changed? Oh wait, now I know what happened.
Oh yeah, we have these two instigators. Is what fucking changed.
The life of the party. The lampshades are here.
Right?
So they have those inflatable tubs. You know, do you think it's worth investing in something like that, or going to like the dollar store and spending $14 on a tub?
I definitely go to a dollar store and buy 3 tubs for $15 instead of one fucking inflatable tub for $60.
I'll give a shout out to fucking what's her name?
Oh, it's a
Boomer.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. If you make a buck,
that's beautiful.
And you're not fucking anybody over, it's fucking awesome. You know, because
it's
hard to
legitimate
make
product.
any money in this fucking business whatsoever, and especially doing any kind of legal money, it's fucking great. Congrats.
Yes.
I got a question for you guys. Okay, we got the questionable value of inflatable tubs, right? What about Easy Dials? Are they worth the premium that you pay for them things?
They're not worth it. Fucking add another piece of tape or take a fucking piece of tape off. I mean, how lazy do you have to be?
My fucking tub, like,
right?
What's the?
That's what I'm saying. What's
a rate of fucking fruit? You go ahead and try to stop them. Like,
okay, how about this? How about this? If you have 5 of those inflatable tubs, and you have 5 mono tubs, now you're not using any of them, right? And you pack them together. Which one's bigger? Because tubs fit inside each other, right? So it's going to be the same fucking height. And 5 of those fucking inflatable ones are going to have to be piled on top of each other. It's the same fucking thing. The only thing that matters is it's a fucking kink. Not a kink. That's the wrong word. Damn it. Horn. Got it. Man, no, it's what is that called?
I don't think
it's not a scam. That's not a scam. I didn't bring it up as a scam. Yeah. I didn't bring it up as a scam whatsoever. It's a great business idea. Like we've been talking about the other thing that we're coming out with. But it's got I mean, but for anybody that's been in the business a long time, that's basic.
It's just worth thinking about that you can spend your money elsewhere and it'd be more efficient.
I'm not trying to take business away from this person.
Have you guys ever seen those balloon bears?
Yeah, and when I said Easy Dial tubs, I misspoke a little bit. I didn't mean the DIY Easy Dials. Those aren't too bad. That's just
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the same fucking tub they can use for fucking clones.
Yeah,
the same. No,
the Max. They're $130 each.
Oh my god!
Shit!
They fucking sell like crazy.
French made,
dude. If I can't stick my dick in it,
by a rabbi.
If I can't stick my dick in it and have to wake up in the morning feeling dirty and ashamed, I don't want it. Okay? Not for that kind of money. I know.
Yeah, that's hooker money. That's
crazy. Give me a reach around,
I mean, Pasty White's Easy Dial tech, that's just fine. That's just telling people where to drill the holes and how to do it. That's no big deal.
That's the thing. A lot of people don't want to drill the holes. And it's like, that's where that inflatable tub is beautiful. If you do not want to put in the work and try and get, or if you don't have a drill or something, you don't want to spend the money on a drill.
Dude, if you are so incompetent that you can't drill the holes, then you're not going to be able to keep it from popping. Okay,
let me tell you guys right now.
People that think sandwiches grow on trees. Like legitimately, this person thought a sandwich grew on a tree.
Okay, if you have to drill large holes in plastic tubs with a hole saw on plastic, run it in reverse. And it's
how about you just take a fucking coffee can or a fucking Campbell's soup can, put it on the fucking oven and heat it up and just press it on the mother.
Yeah. That'd be simple.
Directions unclear, dick stuck in fan.
Now I have a permanent soup tattoo on my hand.
Google.
Someone's going to grab that shit.
Yeah. Man on podcast, memes millions in 3 seconds.
I'm not going to say that I have a scar to this day of a zip or a Bic lighter stuck into my arm, but I have a scar of a Bic lighter stuck into my arm because I was stupid.
That was just
I did that for fun at parties.
High school.
I've done that for fun.
That's party marks, man. That was like fucking high school.
I had to outdo everybody, so I got that fucker so hot that it really embedded in my arm. It was hanging out of my arm.
I put cigars and cigarettes out on my hand instead of flicking them because I wanted to look cool when I was younger. Now it's a habit, and I don't know if I can feel it anymore. So, I mean, half the time I've got like a small blister in my hand, and that's literally for me sitting there knowing that there's a girl over here, and I'm going to put this cigarette that I'm smoking, a cherry out of my hand, let it smoke because now they think that dude's fucked up, and that's what I like.
That's so funny.
I'm trying to think of it. Dude, I only got one scar from like grade school.
You'd lose.
One
I was going to say, you know what I'm talking about with the forearm to forearm, dropping a cigarette between?
Oh, I would do that in a second.
I was going to say that's the chicken that I'm talking about. I was taught by my father. He's like, oh yeah, if you want to really be a badass, you put your forearms together and you drop a cigar between them. Whoever pulls away first is a pussy.
Yep. It's easy stuff. I got marks for that.
I'm glad I didn't have a dad growing up. That was terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it, man. You know,
I have this one black dot. On my left fucking arm. There was this asshole that was kicking my chair behind me, right? And I think it was like 7th grade or something. I told him to stop. He wouldn't stop. So I was like, all right, we're gonna have a problem. And so I turned around, and he just not even saying a word, immediately stabbed me in the forearm with a pencil and broke it off. And me being
We've been friends ever since.
Very angry person I am, I got up very carefully, went and got some napkins, put it over the fucking wound, and then sharpened every pencil I had till they were like ultra fine points, and came back and then just chucked them in every part of him I could reach. Just like,
porcupine.
I jumped out of like a fucking ocelot, just like stab.
An ocelot's pretty fucking small. Were you a wee kid? Were you a wee lad?
I was a small kid. Yeah, when I was young. Yeah. Back then, I don't know what happened. I was like 5'3", and then I joined the goddamn army, and I was like 6'6". Like there was like this growth period that just happened between like 15 and 18, where I went like a bam, you know. But
it's called puberty, asshole. It's called puberty.
Oh, that's what happened.
He's like, oh yeah, I grew hair and everything. It was great.
Yeah.
What is this puberty you speak of?
I even remember that jackass's name. I even remember him. He was here on he was an ESL and shit like that. He was a temporary worker. His parents were temporary workers in potato fields. I still remember his name. He had to go by ambulance to the hospital. I got kicked out of that school. This is back in the day when you could get kicked out of school and not go to jail. They just put you in like the bad kid school.
Yeah. You don't get charged with assault and battery for getting in a fight.
No, they didn't. They figured out boys will be boys. Popped lungs are popped lungs. He'll learn.
It's something that I think should definitely still be like part of society. If you don't have like physical altercations, especially in teenage years, I mean,
a lot of these people don't know they're idiots.
Yeah. That's the problem. You need to be taught.
People don't fucking know that they're jackasses. And because they've been protected and coddled for so long, instead of getting their teeth knocked in, they don't know they're fucking jackasses.
Yeah, and now it's just let's argue through screens. Let's not have we're not going to have in-face conversation.
No, dude. Now you have people. No, now you have people that think they're fucking cool, and they'll fucking send you texts and talk tough in the text, and because you're not there to fucking stab them in the fucking side of the fucking forehead. So it's fucking.
But no, I think that there's no way for the aggression of like puberty aggression shit and guys to fucking like get like let off steam. We used to just beat the shit out of each other, and we also used to do things like,
dude, have you guys had a BB gun war? When I was a kid, we had fucking 18 Mile Creek is our creek by my house, and when I moved up here to the country,
a creek. You mean a
fucking creek? Crick.
A crick is
like
very
a fucking cricket.
Small.
What are you, a cricket? It's a crick.
You're cricket. You're cricketing.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is erroneous. But we had before they came out with splat ball guns, which was awesome, which I love that. We had BB guns.
A splat ball gun.
Oh yeah, the kids' BBs are fucking plastic nowadays, aren't they?
No, well that's airsoft.
That's airsoft. That's plastic BB. I can break it with that motherfucker.
We used to fire the real things at each other.
Pumps, goddamn, fucking pellet rifle. You kill you goddamn crows and shit with, and we beat the shit out of each other with them. You're lucky you just get wear their like denim jackets so that you didn't get like a fucking pellet in the lung,
I remember
it was like unspoken rules of don't aim for the face. Other than that, everything else was a fucking go. Like if you want to shoot him in the goddamn balls, it was his fault for not wearing the appropriate fucking protective equipment.
I remember I was a young man. I was hanging out with my buddy, and he had one of those fucking blowguns with the fucking needles thing.
Oh, yes, the needle blowguns. Yeah,
darts.
He's had those in the back of Soldier of Fortune all the time.
Shot me directly in the buttock for that fucker, and it embedded in my ass bone. I mean, it fucking went in deep. And I pulled the fucker out, and I grabbed my pellet rifle, and I started pumping. And I looked at him, and I said, "Run." I gave him a running start, that fucker, but I let him have that fucker right in the back of the head. Yeah, good times. I was angry.
Sounds like he deserved it.
Motherfucker.
Run. If he was my best friend, I had to give him a chance, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Dude, when I play splat ball, this is recent splat ball. Like not
What the fuck
kids
is splat ball? Is that
It's
paintball?
paintball. No.
Okay.
I fucking had I have a rule. When I aim for you, face or nuts. Because if you get shot in the face, you're wearing a mask. The thing is, because we all wore coveralls. You know, you wear coveralls, no armor, because we're in the woods. We're doing real stuff, like not running from fucking behind hay bale to hay bale or whatever. We're in the fucking woods, crawling around and shit. But coveralls. A lot of times, if you move the right way or you sideways, that thing will hit you and then get caught in the coveralls. So it won't explode. So you don't have a mark. But you get hit in the fucking hard ass mask, guess what? Makes a mark. You get hit in the fucking nuts, you're going down. Either way, I know I fucking hit you and you're out. So it's fucking
side of the balls.
Dirt Claw Wars.
I mean, that's what happens. I mean, I don't make the rules. I don't take the shits. I just disturb them.
Crazy. Yeah, when I was a younger man, I played a lot of paintball, but we couldn't afford the guns, so we just used wrist rockets. They work just as well.
Oh yeah.
The fuck is a paint rocket?
A wrist rocket. A slingshot.
Rocket.
Oh, a
Well,
slingshot.
see, when a dog,
That makes
when
more
a
sense.
dog
I'm
loves someone,
yes, that's a red rocket, not a wrist rocket.
You get knotted up inside the female.
I don't know if they still call them that. The wrist rocket was the brand when I was a kid. That's what I always just called
Oh,
them.
all right. I've never heard it called
like
that before.
jacuzzi.
I was taken aback.
yeah. No, the wrist rocket was like I think it was a competitor to Daisy, but it was like this big black fucking thing with a hand like
Whoa,
brace
whoa.
on it.
Keep your porn to yourself, buddy. Keep
It had like 2 sets of fucking rubber bands, and you could take that fucking thing and draw it all the way back and just murder shit with it. You aimed with like
keep
the
the
top
porn
of
to
the.
yourself. Keep your porn.
My dad used to tell me stories about how they had exploding slingshot ammo when he was a kid. That's just not fucking fair.
They have that now. It's the little sulfur rocks that you
Really?
can.
He said you could shoot like a
remember
tree and it would
Snap
knock
Pop?
the bark off a tree.
You just snap pops.
Wow.
You never opened up like 50
No,
of
no,
them,
no.
made one big snap
He's
pop?
talking about the red mercury kind of stuff. Is what Trim's talking about. He's talking about like the fulminate mercury. Like
Yeah, it had
exploding
power.
fucking-
Yeah.
Yeah, they blew up. They were little capsules, and they fucking popped, and they would like leave a crater in the side of a cow. Trust me. But
I never
was
got to
totally
experience them myself, but my daddy told me about them, and I was like, "That's cool, man." But yeah,
have you seen the new? It's like a pocket shot, but it uses a fucking arrow for it. Have you seen
I
that?
have.
It's like a sling-
Or those new fucking
uses
wrist
an
rockets
arrow.
that look like they use rubbers. They're fucking ugly.
Wait, they use rubbers?
Yeah, but it looks like it's like just a rubber pocket. You pull the whole pocket back, and it sits in a whisker biscuit up front, and you put your arrow in there.
A whisker
and
biscuit?
people are. Yeah, this
We're
is
talking
America.
porn.
Are you making this fucking shit up right now?
Dude, this
Look
is
at
the
the whisker
cooch canoe.
No.
Yeah.
Am I the only person here
It's
that
a
hunts?
right up in the taint diggler. It's what the fuck?
I think fucking Trim fucking hunts, right? Trim, you hunt?
I've been known to hunt a little. Yeah.
Am I the only one that literally murders their own food? Here.
I
I've
hunt all the
murdered some
time,
food.
and I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You've
Are
never
you
heard of a whisker biscuit?
Whisker
No,
biscuit.
A whisker
That
biscuit?
sounds like something
You're gonna tell me you're gonna sit here and tell me you don't have no whistling bung holes, no spleen splitters, no whisker biscuits, no honky lighters, no Husker doos, Husker dogs, cherry
Husker
bombs,
dogs.
nip scissors, with or without.
I've got some
No.
whatchamacallits. I mean,
That's
is that
someone
good?
saved that. That was That was fucking beautiful. I couldn't have remembered all of those goddamn words to save my life, sir. That was beautiful. I want you to say that specific sentence at my goddamn eulogy. Okay,
Right? We say put that in my. I want that spoken at my funeral.
Yeah, that was amazing off the top of your head. That was goddamn. That was beautiful. Okay, anyway,
my name is
so a
Mr.
whisker
Peter
biscuit.
Kay, sir.
So a whisker biscuit is a circle with like it looks like broom like material, right? A circle with a hole in the middle, and you rest your arrow in the hole in the middle, and the broom like material allows the fletching to go through it, right? But it holds your arrow steady, so that your arrow is always at the same place, so you're not having to use a rest or anything like that. Yeah. So let's call it whisker biscuit. It's been around for a long time, and they use them on like compound bows, any type of bows. There's one that adapts to everything. Well, they're using them on slingshots now, and to fire arrows, and they're getting like 300 feet per second, which is like recurve, like arrow freaking velocity off of these damn things. And people are taking like deer and hogs and stuff with a little tiny thing you can fit in your pocket. Like, you can throw the whole thing in your damn back pocket, and the arrows are only about half the size of a regular arrow. So you can
hunt a homeless person with it.
Well, we don't usually go that far.
Are you talking about
you probably
instituting bum fights? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, you got to
Deadpool?
trank
No,
them. You got to
no.
trank them. Put them in the coat. You got to put them in the.
You got to track them. Wait, no. Are you talking about the basement project that we were discussing about 3 months ago?
Yes.
It could definitely be a moneymaker. You need to propose this to Farrell. Go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably do that off the air because I don't want someone. I don't want someone that we're not going to say steal our idea and go on YouTube in 2 hours with a new fucking video.
Shout out to what the fuck is his name? Shout out to the one scammy guy.
One scammy guy.
Is it a scam? It's not a scam.
Yeah, because they're not. Who are they scamming?
Yeah, no.
They both agreed to do it.
I'm going to say it's a fucking scam because he's copying material and presenting it as his own.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's
Fair
basically what happened. But
I'm a little bit lost.
Wouldn't that be plagiarism?
yeah, but if you're saying say this, okay. I
It's
know
like the fucking chat GPT of fucking mushrooms.
Wait, what are we talking about?
They just ChatGPT just got sued. Did you see
No
that?
shit.
ChatGPT just got sued for plagiarism, and also got sued for
plagiarism.
whatever plagiarism. ChatGPT just also got sued for. There was this Mark Walsh, I think.
Wahlberg?
No, he's a radio guy. ChatGPT asked somebody asked hey, so what's happening with somebody asked ChatGPT what's happening with right wing organizations and stuff, and it accused this guy of stealing money, and he's like, I'm not on the board, I'm not stealing money, but it jacked his whole career up.
So ChatGPT accused somebody of doing something?
Yeah.
How the fuck?
Did they sign the terms and conditions?
They forgot to click the box and tell them they're not a robot. They fucked up that light pole thing. That's what it is.
Yeah,
You fuck up that light pole thing. That's it. You're a robot. You fucked up.
Yep. Okay. You got to learn what a fucking stop sign looks like. You only hit that fucking box.
Mine is always a bus. Pick the bus
bus.
out of the 22 other pictures that aren't buses.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. You can't. I mean, honestly, they're thinking that someone hasn't developed some type of programming to not detect that shit by now.
They're
how's that relevant?
Click the pictures that don't not have crosswalks on them.
Dude, I'm 100
like a double negative, sure. And they're trying to figure out exactly what they're saying. They're like, wait a second.
If nobody's heard our AI apocalypse fucking episode with Zuri, go fucking listen to that shit. Shout out to Zuri. He programs AI to do visual fucking shit like that. And recognize, hey, that's a stop sign. Hey, that's a bus from little bits and pieces of it. So yeah, he could totally fucking do that.
Yeah. So that's going to become irrelevant.
Don't fucking mean shit.
Soon they're going to be like, I need you to, don't worry, we're going to all have adaptions for USB port for a needle, and you're going to need to submit your blood type to make sure you're human, because otherwise we don't know.
Well, speaking of scams, let me ask you guys this: all these DNA fucking things that are out there,
23
hey, go ahead and spit on this fucking thing, and we're gonna send you all this fucking shit, right? Now, my parents, gullible people, all right. Whatever the last thing they heard from someone famous is the be all in the world. That's how they work. So, they both done it, and they both come back. They done it with everything, and they all come back fucking different. So, is it me, or does this just seem like a way to let someone build a huge database of your blood types and everything else whenever somebody says something?
Yes. So they do sell your information to the government.
Yep.
However, you're lucky your parents came back different from each other.
Well, I guess so. I mean, that means they're not related, or
I get Deadpool's point. My oldest daughter loves the DNA test things. She even has
no. I mean, not only did they were different. I mean, each different one.
My daughter had done multiple, and every one of them gave her different family history.
Yes.
Well, you've got to look at what they're doing. Some of them follow mitochondrial DNA. Some of them follow fucking like historical stuff. Some of them go off like P53 genome. So you got to follow each one and see which one's actually following what. The ones that follow off of the ones that are going to be going off of mitochondrial type stuff, which is going to be inherited from female to female to female. So like mom to mom to mom to mom are going to be amongst the most accurate ones.
So wait, are you saying that the mothers pass along more genetics than fathers?
Damn deadbeat dads.
You racist bastard.
Would that be sexist though?
Yes, but I like racist better.
No, it's fucking science.
Dude, talking about racism, do you know what blows my fucking mind? As a species, how we haven't gotten over that shit. When there's birds and shit, that they're all birds, but they all fucking kill each other. It's not like, why? We're all human. We're all Homo sapiens. Why the
Go introduce some fucking chickens to each other.
It's a proven fact. Racism is
what you call my species?
Racism is not natural. Little kids, you put them together, will play with every other kid, no matter what color they are. Racism is.
I'll say my kids go to the inner city. Okay, I have daughters, and they go to the inner city, and they are with a whole bunch of people from the Middle East that were refugees over here. My daughters love them. They don't care. I mean, part of it is I teach them it doesn't matter who you are. We're all humans, but it's just kids don't see that, and they should never see that. If everyone lived their life that way and grew up with the understanding that we're all one species, if we just
what we need to do is just destroy all adults and let the kids get raised without us, and everything will be fine. One generation.
Yeah, I mean,
I was trying to tell people how to fix this. I was trying to tell people how to fucking fix this, but nobody wanted to know.
Oh shit! Sorry, my bad. I'll sit back.
Not today. We're doing it.
No, you've just got to kill. Like, look what happened with Japan. Japan was a very angry, like warlike group of people throughout the most of history. We killed off one entire generation, and now they're cool and they like panty vending machines.
And so basically, what you're saying is your solution to racism is genocide.
Fucking
yes,
pretty much.
I like it. Perfect. It's brilliant.
Let's say you're keeping work. Let's say you're keeping bees in the modern area, and pretty much all bees are Africanized now. It's just a given.
Yeah.
So now you can get one beehive that's really aggressive. You know what the solution to that is? You kill their queen, and let them make a new queen, and give them a chance. If they're still aggressive,
you hear that,
kill the
England?
whole goddamn hive.
Do you hear what fucking Trump just said?
Dude, that's the problem, though, is people are becoming too sensitive. They don't accept that harsh reality, that nature's brutal. We have to have some brutality to the softness. You can't have soft without some hard. It don't work.
Listen, I can do coke without doing crack. That's not a problem.
Dude, don't lie to me. I saw the pipe, okay? When you fucking trying to hide that.
Sounds like you're judging me.
That was a water pipe for my tobacco, sir.
Hey, that's for the weekends.
I enjoy a hookah, okay?
Hey, That's something you see everywhere now. Is hookahs. I don't know about you guys in your
I've
state.
never had a hookah. I see them everywhere. I know nothing.
I don't even
about
think I've ever been in
I
the
used
same
to-
room as a hookah.
I used to smoke
It's
them with
awesome.
my Pakistani friends. My God, that's a lot of nicotine. Like, it would fucking make you sick.
it.
Oh, I didn't
Great.
do it with. I didn't do it with that stuff. Not the brown. I did it with the green.
Oh,
Are you talking about heroin?
No, isn't that brown too?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Wait, what?
I thought heroin was black. God damn, I'm.
Yeah.
It's called
the good
black
stuff.
tar.
that's
It doesn't
racist.
come like that no more.
Which one's the white horse? Which one's the white horse?
That's heroin too, isn't it?
Okay.
I'm
Why
pretty
is it
sure.
called black substance the white horse?
Well, it's black tar heroin, and then you get white horse. I think is just like the street name for heroin. There's so many different names, and it's like every generation develops their own slang to their drug. Like, what do they have now? It's what scissor. I don't know if that's still a thing.
There's some new shit that turns people into zombies. What the fuck's it called?
Crocodile,
Freedom or something
crocodile.
like that, isn't it?
Oh,
Crow
it's like
time?
it's like worse than fentanyl. It's fucking crazy shit.
Oh,
No,
that's
but
the
it doesn't
problem.
kill people. It basically
No.
gets rid of all their willpower. And you can basically, as soon as they do it, you can blow the dust in their face. I think I know what you're talking about. You can blow the dust in their face, give them a small thing, and be like, hey,
Oh.
go to the ATM, bring me back all your money. And they'll
That's
just
like
do
something
it.
they did with the voodoo powder that they. Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. They
It's
make
called-
zombies.
There's some stuff called flakka. It's a synthetic drug known as
Oh.
gravel or zombie drug, and it's wicked shit, man.
It's been around for a bit.
And there's a new one called Trank.
It's made with Rocinol lighter fluid. Is one of the fucking and formaldehyde are the two of the primary fucking ingredients.
Oh, and the new one is
It's
called
only
Trank.
in the fucking-
Trank with a Q, and it's made out of an animal tranquilizer called xylazine. It's like an elephant tranquilizer.
So talking about all
That's
these
not
drugs,
what we're talking about. We're talking about this fucking tree.
Oh, you're talking about the shit
Fucking-
from the movies. Yeah, I know
No,
what
I'm
you're
talking about this shit from a documentary, but I
where they
guess
blow
the
it in your
movie.
face and you turn into a zombie.
Yes.
I've seen the movie. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I've
It's not
saw
a
that
movie.
too.
The documentary.
Okay,
It's real.
okay. I believe it.
Jumanji.
I saw it on the internet when I was with my French model.
That video game
girlfriend.
is real. I saw the monkey with the tail.
Me and my French model girlfriend on the internet watched it together. We streamed it on Netflix.
I fucking hate you.
Well, she sounds hideous. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not
fuckers.
the asshole, but I'm having fun tonight.
Oh, dude. That's what happens when they didn't show up last week. We had to be all serious.
Well, Deadpool
Dude, I
hasn't
had-
spoken to me in a fucking week, so I got a week's worth of shit to give him. So
That's
Oh.
true. Dude, I haven't played on my computer. I got too much fucking like shit to do at this moment in time. Today I fucking finished everything up and it was like
I was like the kid in Walmart running around screaming for you. I was like, Deadpool! All over looking for you, man. It was horrible.
dude, I saw you online.
Oh,
I was like, I haven't seen Trim all fucking week. I'm gonna hop on Rust. And because I saw you were in fucking over at Whitebeard's. I was like, all right,
I
go in
I
there.
logged on earlier and I forgot I was logged on and walked away from the computer.
And that's when when Farrell had the words Trim, I goes, I'm pretty sure that motherfucker's sleeping. Because whenever he's in the chat and it's open, and he's logged in, it's because he's passed out his fucking computer. So,
I got some random fucking
That's
news.
wrong. I was
Did you
passed out
guys,
in my living room. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, did you guys? I told you guys. I told that I closed on my house, right?
Mhm.
But, I closed on the house, closed on the new farm. Everybody, yay, farm! Closed on it. Yeah. Do you know how that fucking happened? Like
Yeah,
some
I mean-
of you guys, like in our group, realize how it happened is that the lady that was doing all that shit was real sketchy, and I sent the nasty email, and magically we closed. Well, our closing costs changed at the end, and we ended up
disappeared and you got some back.
up. Oh,
She was scamming you. She was trying to
Oh,
fucking
dude.
Oh.
She was just trying
And
to
then-
scrape some cream off the top. That's
And she tried to have us sign a temporary power of attorney too.
oh my
sounds
god.
to me like that
Well,
person was trying to fucking
I was
make a
like,
pyramid scheme.
I was like, hold on a second. I was like, hold on a second. What part of being your loan processor, like the person who's just supposed to literally file fucking paperwork, requires a power of attorney? Because I understand, like on the other side of it, you have to sign a limited power of attorney when you do escrow, when you buy a house, because they have to be able to like turn power on shit like that in your fucking name, right? But like your loan processor? I just thought it was really fucking sketchy. We got the goddamn email like 3 a.m. I was like, that's not normal. That's way outside business hours. So I said, super nasty email.
She was cracked out trying to get another fucking. How much more can I take? How much more? And I just.
Well, it turns out like the extra 3,500 was like not a thing. And then all of the extra money, including like the 1,000 here, 1,000 there, 1,000 here, 1,000 there, that wasn't a fucking thing. It was all just supposed to come out of freaking closing costs, and the closing costs were only supposed to be like $8,000, right? Like out the door. So like the 12,500 and all that other bullshit was just like nobody knows where it went, but the loan company, when they got rid of her, reimbursed us the money. So
I would assume so without me wanting to get sued.
Wow.
But
yeah.
Anyway, so we're looking at like August, September, we'll be moving in. So
nice.
We're gonna have a big old party.
Does that mean I can move into December?
I was thinking we could go down there about January, right when the weather gets bad.
Perfect. I'll just drop my. I'll pick the U, and then
January's nice.
There we go.
January, where I'm at in Texas, is actually quite nice. It's like highs are in the 45, 50 degree range. Lows are in the mid 30s. Sunny and very, very pleasant.
Well, if I can make it
go fishing.
If I can make it over the ice bridge, I might be able to come down for that.
Right? I was thinking we go down there because who doesn't want fucking, Santa pool there for Christmas? Fuck it. I'll come down
yeah, Christmas though. Dude, like last year at Christmas, it was like 85 fucking degrees and sunny. So like, Christmas is pretty warm. But like February is the one cold, like 2 weeks. Like,
cold.
Like 2 weeks.
What is cold to you? Like fucking 80, 75?
No, we got like last year, I think it hit like.
It was 60. 4. It was crazy.
Yeah, it hit -4 because of the wind chill. But like it was like we had like 40-mile-an-hour fucking winds, and it was like fucking 20 degrees. But
so what you're saying is
we only get like
weather.
2 weeks.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we only get like 2 weeks like that. And then at the end of February, it goes back to like mid 50s, and then most of the year is very nice. There's only like maybe 90 days in the summer that suck, and we're at that right now. But the rest of it's actually just really mild. It's tropical here. It's really mild. It's
a tropical
70s,
desert.
80s.
Speaking of suck,
I'm
if
not
I
in a desert.
disappear,
You guys know I'm not in a desert, right? I'm in huge, like 1,000-year-old fucking oak trees, like banana plants in everybody's front yard, fucking orange trees growing wild on the ditches. I'm in the fucking tropics.
Fuck.
I'm not in a desert. Yeah.
You made it sound like you were in a fucking desert.
We've been
Texas is not the
we've been
desert.
lied to, Deadpool. We've been lied
to for a long time.
No.
He made it sound like he was in a fucking desert. He's like, oh, we gotta go through the fucking desert. So we go find some fucking desert pigs, and I killed my desert eagle. And it's
out
like,
of my front yard.
Yeah, we go up to hunt those places because of the scarcity. It's very easy to concentrate the pigs. But that's like a 4-hour drive.
Oh my god!
Oh shit! That's
I'm in the
crazy.
freaking
I think you're a dirty, filthy liar. That's what I think.
dirty.
Yeah. I think you're a dirty, filthy fucking liar.
No, it's beautiful tropics here. Like we grow pretty much year round, man. Like any type of citrus, any type of freaking oranges, any type of everything. But
so I don't need much room. But I do come with a family, so as long as I have like a shed, we're good. You're tropical.
We can put a mother-in-law shed out there, out back.
A she shed?
You can put his shed right next to my.
We're just gonna go to Home Depot and buy one of those $50,000 fucking tiny homes.
There you go.
Have you seen those?
Yeah,
I didn't know Home Depot had it.
For me.
Yeah, Home Depot has kits, fucking tiny home kits, bathroom included, the whole fucking 9 yards. What they do is hook up the septic system.
It's a she shed, Cheryl.
Sears a long fucking time ago.
You used to be able to buy fucking rifles through the mail. That's the thing. Like when we were at the prime of our existence as a country, that's what I'm saying. Like as the existence of our country, when we had the prime, and like what was like the 60s, the 50s, and a little bit into the 70s, like when our country was at their peak, we were fucking, doing great. When $30,000 a year was
the
amazing.
Coke was uncut.
Yeah, Coke had Coke in it.
Coke was Coke.
It doesn't taste like burning. It reminds you of Comet Cleaner.
Yeah, right. You don't taste the chemical.
That's acetone. That's used to make you re-rock it, so people think that it's good. It's all in their heads.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we can ever get back to that though, because that ethic that we used to be workers. Like we used to fucking press out. Like my family used to spin metal way back when.
Our fucking Coke had Coke in it. What do you think we did? We had to keep busy somehow.
Dude, they used to give housewives Coke. Like they used to prescribe them. Are you feeling down? Is your workload just stressing you out? Try cocaine. Cocaine will put the pep in your step, housewife. Just a little dab here and there, and you'll get that work done. And that bathroom be sparkly clean. Need to vacuum 2,000 square feet in 14 minutes? Cocaine.
Cocaine.
Have six children to starch all their clothes. Cocaine.
What the fuck were Ludes? The Quaaludes. Wasn't that a prescription at one point?
Yeah, they used to give the housewives for depression.
Oh my god!
But it was like Quaaludes are like
they do orgasms in psych wards.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they don't do
psychiatric doctors would fucking prescribe orgasms for women that were psychotic, quote unquote.
Yeah. They called it
disagreeable.
Female hysteria.
Yes.
Hysteria.
Yeah. So let me prescribe you an orgasm. Let me take my high-tech machine vibrator and let me just
giant fucking dildo. Like
Farrell was just talking about his fucking huge black
goddamn
thing a second ago.
14 horse, goddamn DC electric fucking
twin black Mercury engines on it. Comes with a crash helmet in case you
Detroit diesel.
He's a warm up.
You gotta go out back and kick the Indian motorcycle and it's hooked up.
You gotta sign a waiver just to buy this fucking thing. It's so tough.
To think though,
all right, nurse, bring back another hysteric patient. We'll get her straightened out. 68 consecutive orgasms later, she's a pile of slush. Success!
Look how close
Wheel her on home. She's chittled down. Wheel her on home. I'm done tamed that filly.
But how long ago was that? We had what? Not even 100
surprisingly, in the 60s.
Okay, so not even 100 years
ago.
And we consider
there's still an IP code. There's still a fucking IPN code for female hysteria.
Oh my god!
So if you want to go, you could still legitimately diagnose somebody with female hysteria.
Well, it's a real fucking thing. But I mean,
you need to be fucked.
Yeah. That's crazy. I'm not a professional, but that is my professional opinion.
Oh man, and that used to be back in there, like the golden age where they have like traveling lobotomies. That's back when they the JFK lady. That young lady. What was her name? Rose? JFK.
Your problems.
Female is
no. That's
crazy. You ever have sex with a girl bull rider style?
Wait, what?
Bull rider style.
Wait, hold on.
Bull rider style. Is that like reverse cowgirl? Well,
no,
is that when you climb
on? You climb on and you lean over and you gently whisper your ex-girlfriend's name in her ear and you see if you can hang on for 8 seconds.
Oh, see, we call that rodeo where I come from.
No, the best thing is rodeo.
Why does it have two names like Alabama?
Well, because when you're holding on, you're bucking, you're going rodeo. That's where I'm from, you know.
Well, bull rider.
Before you do it, you usually wrap their hair around your hand a couple times, like you do with the rope. So you know you know what the bad thing is when you're going out with a girl and you're getting
it
ready
really
to do
sounds
it,
like you're trying to
you wrapping it,
bathe
and
a
she sees
stray cat.
and
It's
she
ready to
feels
get
you
fucked
wrapping
up.
her hair around your hand. She goes, "Oh, not again." You know that's you're hanging out at the right places.
I would
If you
never
don't know, you can't
condone
afford it.
this is ways that you should not act. We're just giving public service announcements to everybody. We don't do any of
this is fun as fuck. I'm telling you. I'm serious.
Well, except for
seriously. You make
I
that
would
sound
never. I would never.
We are not adults.
I'll see you in church. I'll be singing my Hail Marys.
Hey, don't they say in the Catholic religion, as long as you confess, you're right with God. So as long as you commit the sin on Saturday, confess on Sunday, it's all good for Monday. Do it again.
That's why the party starts on Friday night.
You got to rack up those things, because if you didn't do some sinning, Jesus died for nothing.
Exactly. Right. Fuck him anyways.
That's basically all Tyler Childers fucking songs. That's basically all of them.
Wait, what happened? Who is Tyler Childers?
I don't know, but I'm scared to ask.
Childers. You guys
Childers?
don't know? Yeah, at least Tyler Childers fucking amazing. God almighty, how do you guys not know him?
Keep your Jesus singing banner to yourself.
I was going to say, if it's
Oh,
Christian
it ain't
music, I went
Jesus. Well, he used to be he was like the most oh man, I don't even know how to describe it. He was fucking amazing, and then he found baby Jesus when he OD'd. But before he found baby Jesus, he was just amazing. He sang the best. He had the best murder ballads of the history of mankind.
Sounds amazing.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, it is. There's is it Purgatory?
You mean where your soul goes, if you believe in that kind of thing?
Mhm.
And you're in the middle and you're stuck there?
That's the Catholic version, yeah.
Here you go, some American
What?
music.
What the hell?
Just listen.
Wait.
Did someone rock your chair in a cat?
Wait.
And a few good hits from an inlet pipe that must admit I had a few white lines and I don't know what all happened.
So now, who gets sued now? Who gets sued for this song on the fucking
Yeah.
podcast?
Can't
Do I
you do
get
like
sued?
15 seconds?
Does Farrell get sued? Who gets sued?
Don't copyright infringement. Keep talking over the song.
And Hilbridstone.
Don't sue us. We didn't copyright your song.
It's
My
only every
name is
30
Slightly
seconds.
Farrell. My name is Slightly Farrell. I'll be here always.
Gonna tie my
Anyway,
pecker to a tree,
you could do-
Gonna tie my pecker to a tree.
Oh my God!
30.
Dude, your
It's 30
comedy is
fucking
amazing.
seconds, guys.
It is not 30 seconds.
gotta-
It is not.
30 seconds.
It's not
I thought
30
it was like
seconds.
10.
I know songs that are fucking less than that. I mean,
Well, I thought it was like
no.
you could do like 10
I thought it was like 3
There's
seconds. I think
absolutely-
you added a fucking 0 to your fucking number.
There's absolutely no way Tyler Childers is going to fucking throw a fit about us like promoting his fucking shit. There's no way. No.
Sponsor.
Right?
Just there you go. Yeah. John
Well, I mean,
Valdez.
giving them a shout
Oh,
out,
man.
you would hate it. So, about scams, what other scams could like new coming mycologists, someone fresh out the gate, expect to?
How about this one? Do your homework. That's all you get. First off, just do your fucking homework. All right. Know this. A lot of people are gonna fucking do some fucking shady shit and know that Photoshop is a thing. And that it exists.
Oh, yeah.
And that
Dude.
just because you see a picture of this beautiful,
God damn it.
beautiful, lovely, just delicious looking mushy. All right. You don't know if that thing is really
Or plates.
fucking.
The stupid fucking assholes.
yeah. You
Trying
don't
to
know.
sell me back my plates.
You don't know if
Trying to
that's
sell
a
me back
fucking.
my plates.
You don't even know if that's a pin
God.
that they blew up in a fucking picture. All right. You don't know if it's the same fucking color. All right. Listen, you guys know. I mean, I saw a lot of shit, but I have only had the whole time and ever that I think ever. I only had one person complain. And don't get me wrong, this piece of shit. This was recent. This is when PayPal fucked me over and I got screwed. I had to go hide and everything. But it is the same. But they don't give a fuck about that fuck. But I've
People
had
try to
no
sell me back my plates.
Yes. I mean, but I do work from beginning to end. All my shit's fire because I don't trade or sell it until I think it's fucking awesome. And anybody that's ever had anything from me knows that my shit's usually stronger. It's been dried correctly. So it's fucking shit. It's fucking the shit.
Deadpool does
a lot
not
of people
fuck around.
We will sell no wine before it's time.
Right, exactly. But a lot of these motherfuckers think, guess what? I could go to take, or just take fucking Lysol, quick spray. You're gonna get these fucking mutants. That was a big thing for a while. Get these fucking mutants.
Oh yeah,
but
Lysol tech.
you need to know. You can put a picture. It's like these fucking fat chicks. Don't get me wrong. I love fat chicks. They try harder. I'll fuck every fat chick in the world. But a skinny mushroom can be turned into a fat mushroom. But guess what? A fat mushroom can be turned into a skinny mushroom, a tall mushroom, a medium mushroom, can turn into a fucking enigma for all he cares. It takes seconds to Photoshop a goddamn picture. So you need to go by what people say. Because anybody worth their weight and
fuck off.
Yeah, it's fucking you can't.
I'd make all these really pretty plates with like crazy rhizomorphic growth, and I was trading plates with a bunch of people. And like I had just taken those fucking pictures and shared them, like not even 15 minutes beforehand.
Was it the person that runs the YouTube and try and
then somebody fucking turned around and said, "Hey man, I got some fire plates for sale. You want to?" Like I had labeled them like T1, T2, 4-1, like just I had like labeled them without the actual name of like the thing, but more on my like my code that I come up with to like track shit. So and another person's like, "Oh no, this one is this one's that." Like, yo, I have these plates. I'm like, you do know that I'm the one that made those plates, right? Oh, dude. I'm like, that's why I come up with all these wild fucking colors. Or I started putting watermarks on plates. And that watermarks on plates didn't stop people because what they do is the plates all uniform one color, right? They would just like cut out like clone one part next to it and just cover up your fucking watermark. But if you look close, you could see where your watermark was at because like the swirl's fucking the same.
Dude, there is a brush now on Photoshop where they don't even do that. They can just make the circle and then brush over everything, and it just makes the whole thing. It blends everything together perfectly. It's not even a cut and paste anymore.
I started doing very specific colors. Like there for a while, I was like Hunter fucking orange because everybody freaking hated it. And I was like, that's my color, and that's the color of all my fucking plates. It's just Hunter fucking orange.
I remember the leprechaun blood, the unicorn, unicorn urine. Those are great colors. I love those colors.
But I had to switch the fucking colors up like once a month because after they'd been out there for a while, I didn't know how many people had gotten them, and then now are just trying to resell them, right? So like it was like, no, I remember that one, and then I'm like, why are you trying to sell me back my own shit? It pissed me off, man. It pissed me trying to say it's something different too. But
there was a farmer in here that I was talking to him, and he's like, this dude come up and sold me a bunch of fence posts, gave me a great deal on them. He said, so I bought them, and then I went out and looked, and that motherfucker had went out and stolen every other one of my fucking fence posts and sold them back to me.
Oh, I got a fucking story about
that's a good business strategy.
Very fucking similar. I got a very similar fucking story. You ready for this shit? So I was this was on a farm that I was helping my very good friends build. They had like 4 acres on top of a hill. But the problem was that the hill had like a little curve to it, and people would occasionally like be drunk driving and come through and like drive through the corner of their fucking yard missing the turn. So they wanted to put up like a super sturdy fence. Well, we got on and bought all of this military chain link. It was like super fucking thick ass chain link on one of those .gov options. And so we had enough to do like his whole freaking property. We paid like $2,000 for it, like 4 acres of fucking chain link for $2,000. It was a hell of a steal. But we needed posts that we could put in the ground. And so we put an ad in fucking Craigslist, like, hey, we need some steel posts, either drill pipe or something we can put in the freaking ground. Guys, like, I got you, bro. Like, freaking $6 a freaking post. They're already pre-cut. They have, cement on the end of them. They're replacing something. Like, he was kind of unclear about what they're replacing. Dude shows up with a trailer full of like these 12-foot like fence posts that have like 2 feet of concrete on the bottom. Right? Like, they were obviously ripped out of the fucking ground, which worked out great for us because we just got like the Bobcat with the 12-inch bit and made the hole bigger, dropped the concrete thing down in there a little bit below grade, dumped in some more freaking concrete on top of it. Actually, ain't coming out to save a lot. There's rocky ground. And then we put the chain link up, it'd stop cars left and right. It'd catch them like a net. Anyway, it turns out that dude, he has a brother that worked for like the Texas DPS. And so he'd go behind them and pull out the fucking road signs. That's where all the fucking posts came from. So after we found,
don't worry about it.
Like it made the local news. Like all these road signs were put up, and they're missing like 212 fucking road signs. And we're like, hey, didn't we just buy 212 fucking like? And so like we did the right thing. We did the right thing. We called. I mean, we did the right thing. Like we called. We were like, hey, I think we have your road, like your posts. Because they were like thick ass, like metal, right? Like thick, like maybe probably schedule 120 or so, way thicker than freaking drill pipe. And they came out, and they looked at like, yeah, that's ours. And I was like, well, they're inside of a 12-inch hole with like, they're there, but y'all can have them back if you can pull them out. And he was like, they were like, nah, no problem. They let us have them then after that. They were just happy that they could bust the guy. But that was my...
They're in the ground already. I mean, wait, yeah, leave the footer, come with the backhoe.
Really in the ground. Really in the ground. They probably had 300 pounds of concrete on each one of them before we added another like 100 pounds of concrete. They're in rocky ground. We had to use a rock bit to get down into the ground. But like that fence will be there, till second coming of Christ.
Yeah, it's the end of fucking time when the big ass meteor comes and crushes us all. That's the thing that no one accounts for. It's like, we're all safe and everything. It's like, what about that Eiffel Tower sized meteor that decides fuck the Atlantic Ocean? What are we gonna do then?
Well, hopefully it splashes a little bit facing the east, so it can take out like Europe, and we can just get kind of like the backsplash of it. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, just angle the right direction. So
yeah, I think the ripple thing is kind of like it goes evenly all the way around. I think. I mean,
well, yeah,
I think everybody gets
straight on. If it hits straight on, but if it hits at a fucking angle, like shooting a bullet into the water,
it's
right?
like a pool cue thing. So you want the comment to come in with a little English on it?
Yes,
yeah,
with a lot of English.
Gotcha.
A lot of English.
Yeah, a lot of English for England. There we go. There we go.
Well,
I gotcha.
Africa too.
He's like all the islands.
I'm thinking about everybody, except for Europe. Fuck them. And Russia and China, they could be flooded. As long as North America, South America.
You guys are really against the fucking English today. But did something happen? Did I miss it? They have a Bud Light moment?
I just had an English partner for the last like fucking 3 days on the ambulance. And he was
you're
great.
hating life.
We had a lot of fun. No, we had a great time. He was fucking awesome. We had a great time. We had a lot of fun. His accent, though, for some reason, I have no idea why. Just like these nurses would be like, "Oh, say that again. Oh, I didn't hear you." And like, obviously, they heard it. They just wanted to. They're just like, "Oh, sploosh, 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 sploosh." Yeah.
Look at my no dental plan.
You do that really well.
I gotta say, why do I have an erection? This is weird.
Yeah. The most disturbing boner I've had in weeks.
Yeah, I don't know what I should do with this. Do I smack it? Do I fucking bad?
We're just gonna keep drinking and hope we just
very
all obtain whiskey dick.
You guys are going to hell.
Right
to hell.
I'll save you a fucking spot, buddy. I'll save you a fucking spot.
I expect a first class ticket.
Those colonies are getting rambunctious.
Ooh, I'm about to get blown away,
So-
you guys.
We got
What do you
Enigma spores, and what other mycology scams? We say, what do you say?
Jesus.
Mascara, swabs.
Look, dude, you got the swabs.
Improperly poured plates. People never shipping shit. People shipping shit like that's like okay. So I've had one where all right, they got a package, right? But they just put like one package of dollar store fucking like marigold seeds in it, and so it shows that it was fucking sent and it was fucking accepted, right? So that now you don't have a leg to stand on if you use PayPal or some other thing like Venmo or some shit because hey, you got shipped a package, you accepted the fucking package.
Yeah, and how do you report that? You know, I ordered some spores and they didn't send them to me.
Spores are legal,
sir.
Mr.
Oh,
Officer,
yeah.
I ordered some drugs online and he sent me some marigold seeds and I really feel like I got fucked. Can you go over there and talk to him about sending my drugs to me?
Yeah, hey. Yeah, and that's a funny thing because you got the people that want to go ahead and say, "Hey, all your servers, you need to go. We're going to go ahead and make sure people are liable for the people on your server for bad trades." Dude, there's so many people. Who the fuck was that?
Hello?
Who did it?
Me. It's me.
Fucking Farrell.
You got my dick pic finally.
Well,
Jesus.
Yeah, what the hell?
Took a while. Jesus.
Yeah, see, that's why I have my phone on silent. That's why I was giggling earlier.
Yeah, I know. I said it was big, but honestly, when I said tuna can size, I meant the width, not
Yeah. I thought it was just photoshopped.
It's got to be
Impressive.
That's
It's
gotta be a
impressively
filter.
girthy. It's impressively girthy.
The length is just unsurprising. I know.
Yeah.
It's the girth.
You're
It's
like,
the girth.
I've seen
It's a squat knot. It's kind of like a squat knot. It's impressive in its own way.
Yeah.
You like to look at it, but the quality of performance isn't quite there. But it works when you enjoy little itty bitty things in short
Hey,
spans.
sometimes less is more. Remember that. Less is. It was cold. It was cold when I took that pic. It was cold. Okay.
It was cold.
Really cold here all the time.
Shrinkage level 10, like a stack of dimes.
I mean, it almost became an innie, man. It's pretty cold here.
Oh my god, I feel bad for the people that have micro penises. That's something that I could not even imagine. Like, how could you go to? It's like, hey, my wife, I have 2 Tic Tacs strapped together. Please, you love me. I don't know.
Is it going to be like what is it, a colloqua? Or like, what's the birds?
Oh, shit. The bird. Oh, how a bird shits because it's pissing and poo at the same time. The fucking.
There's a colloqua.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I know what you're talking about. The fuck?
No!
What is it? I gotta look it up. It's fucking. What a bird has what they projectile poop in because they don't pee and poo in separate motions. It's the same thing at the same time. It's like, something I learned today that was interesting.
Kind of like a woman.
Colloqua.
Yeah, it's like how a woman's squirt is kind of piss.
Yeah.
But do you know birds can sleep with fucking half their brain? So they can literally have one eye open and still be alert for predators. That's something that I was thinking about today. Like if we had the ability to do that, it would only be if we had the necessity of addressing outside, outside predators. If we had fucking tigers in our backyard, but we never had that. We had it.
We did.
We did. No,
okay. Let's talk about why let's talk about like tribal evolution here for just half a second. This is some smart shit. So the reason that like the older people, the older
is
you
this gonna
are,
be a story,
the
or
less
is this going to be
fucking
something
time
cool?
you sleep. And so you see like old people who don't fucking sleep that much or sleep like at random other times, like like where they're up, like they go to sleep really, really fucking early and they're up really, really, really fucking early, right? Like 3-4 a.m. at the nursing homes, like as rocking and rolling breakfast time, right? So you've got that is that as people age, their circadian rhythm fucking changes, and that is to keep the tribe always has people fucking awake, and so that you end up with the elderly that are awake during like the crepuscular times of the day when there is the more predator activity. So crepuscular is like sunrise to sunset, sunset to sunrise, right? So
when's the tiger zone's proud?
Yeah, so you'd have most of the old people, like more, I guess, disposable people, but also the people who have the most experience in spotting, like the saber-toothed fucking walrus or whatever's trying to eat you.
Wait, disposable
seal
during
saber-toothed seal?
You're saying grandpa's food?
Well, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, he's already passed on his genes because you're fucking here.
Oh, good point. So Grandma, Nana and Papa can become walrus tusk food. It's okay.
Yes. Walrus tusk food. Yes. But, that
sounds like a fertilizer
time, right?
to me.
They're awake. Okay, well, fuck it, fine, whatever. I tried to add some science to this goddamn giant festering
Dude, we are a show about
everybody's like,
it's all science.
Yeah. And it's just like everybody's like, whatever, yellow, I'll stop it, weenie.
Oh my god.
That was very awkward.
All right, so conspiracy scams.
Whatever.
Conspiracy scams. Are you talking about the people that say shit and then they're like, so buy all your silver now, so that when everything happens, you're gonna have all this silver, and
no food,
and then no food.
Oh,
are you talking about those people?
No, I'm okay with that.
No, you're talking about the people that are like, I got the fucking violet magenta ape thrasher fucking tag.
What about the opposite of that is I'm not prepping anything. I'm just buying guns and bullets and I'm taking your preps.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What are they called? They're called wolves, right? They're called wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here's
what I always say. If you find somebody,
better be really good at murder.
Right? Yeah, people who prep tend to be good at defense.
Yeah. Like neurotic too. So there's that.
There's that. You can expect some OCD in there mixed in, I check my perimeter every 15 minutes, motherfucker. Good luck.
Yeah. I check my door locked 3 times when I enter and leave.
I can totally give a pro tip right now.
I check my perimeter at completely random times.
Somebody actually
schedule.
But I'm afraid that somebody'd actually try it right now. I'd be like, I'd be afraid that somebody would try it and get hurt.
I'm sorry, sir.
Well, now I want to hear it.
I was going to say, you mentioned it. Now I want to know.
Okay.
Now I have another election. I don't know what to do with it.
We're going to start this off with allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
allegedly.
I love these
start out with
stories.
allegedly.
Yes.
Allegedly. A person could go and wearing the appropriate protective equipment, similar to how you would if you were dealing with like a coronavirus patient, like just say a rain jacket and some gloves and a mask, and pick a bunch of poison oak or poison ivy, a bunch of it, and then compress it into a dried bale and wrap some jute around it. Now you want, about 2 pounds of it dry, and then put that in their AC system on a hot plate hooked to a switch, so that if you ever had to allegedly leave your property because bad guys were taking it over, you could flip said switch, turn the hot plate on high, and smoke would fill your domicile.
Didn't
Now
I
that
see that in
smoke-
Cheech and Chong?
That smoke causes like blistering of the lungs, blistering of the skin, blistering of the eyes, blistering of the nose, and if they get a good breath of it, then it's 100% fatal. They will die. They
I
will
thought it was
drown.
Breaking Bad.
And
Can you ever go back
you didn't
to that
Yes.
place again?
because it's urosol, and urosol is an oil. It is very easy to use Swiffer pads and just wipe your walls, and you're good to
Okay.
go.
So, like, how long? Did it take?
Allegedly.
So, allegedly,
Huh?
after this smoke was emitted, how long would it take for it to dissipate where you could enter to clean it? Would you still need like a respirator?
Open a couple of windows. Wait 4 to 6 hours. Good to go.
So, like, you act like it's a
They-
bug bomb.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a bug bomb for humans. Now, they did this pretty commonly using banana peels in the Middle East, because dried banana peels on a hot plate make a very, very irritating, thick white smoke that makes you like cough up your fucking innards and roll around the ground and shit yourself. But it doesn't. It's not like it won't
Damn
kill
it,
you.
another
it's not toxic.
It's not fatal. Okay, gotcha.
It's not fatal. It's not fatal. Allegedly, someone who is an angrier type of person would think of ways to make that more fatal. So that if you are bad guys and you are trying, it's a post-apocalyptic world, and you're trying to take my shit, I am going to deny you ownership of every fucking thing I own, because everything that smoke touches is now going to fuck you up. And it's very easy to remove because it's just an oil. So wet wipes will take care of it. Anything that can cut grease will take care of it. You can just go back into your house and just go room by room and Swiffer the walls. Good to go. But remember to reset your trap.
That beats my ammonia and bleach mixer.
Allegedly.
Oh, yeah. Allegedly.
I always thought about the ammonia and bleach, and you like mix it in a 2-liter bottle. Have like the ammonia in like a
No, bad idea.
No.
Yeah. So
You're talking about
allegedly,
or piss and comet?
someone allegedly learned about this when a certain fire department accidentally burned a brush pile full of poison oak and poison ivy, and it sent a plume of like smoke allegedly into the town next door and caused like a massive mass casualty, and people died.
Oh shit!
Allegedly.
Damn.
Allegedly. You don't know.
Oh, did I tell you guys
I
allegedly about the time
have
my dad got
never
fucked up?
been on a fire department. I've never been on a fire department. I'm always the guy in the ambulance. But yeah, never been on a fire department, never been part of a fire department. Did respond to that call. That was a fucked up call. Took out a whole goddamn nursing home. Yeah.
When I was a young man, my father used to be an electrician at a lumber mill, and the cops
World
came.
War II trench fucking blister agent. It was fucking terrible.
The cops came to the lumber mill to burn all of their confiscated fucking dope in the big boiler they had, right? Well,
Nice.
somebody heard they were coming and modified the exhaust so that it went back inside the building, and everybody was all fucked up. In the cops, workers, you name it, man.
Allegedly.
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 Jeez.
My dad was in such a great
Yeah.
mood when he got home.
How the fuck would you regulate that though? Like you have all that
Don't
shit burning.
Don't try the fucking poison ivy, poison oak thing on your fucking land,
anyone.
yourself, or others.
That'll never go away.
It's not a
It
prank.
is an old fucking. It's not a prank. It started as an old goddamn trick to smoke out rabbits in fields and smoke out fucking like gophers and shit. And then from there, it got to where, this is how you keep, you get rid of fucking coyote dens. This is how you get rid of a bear in a den, and so forth.
This is how you get rid of squatters. This is how you get rid of homeless people.
You could get rid of squatters. Yeah. You could say allegedly. You could allegedly just like poison sumac, poison oak, and poison ivy. Poison oak has the most urushiol. It does not fuck around. But you could get a whole bunch of that, dry it, use one of those. Have you seen those human balers? The human bale making machines. They're just like some
humans.
Wait, they people thing and they make a bale of humans.
I like the idea, but
instead of a machine that bales hay, it allows you to use 2 pieces of wood and make a hay bale. So it uses a lever.
It's kind of baler. It looks like a goddamn baler powered by man.
Yeah. But you could make a pretty good size bale, and like, let's say if there was a whole bunch of bad guys, like
so there's no
zombie apocalypse, a whole bunch of bad guys are like, fuck you, we want your food. You're like, no, that's my food. You guys should have not spent so much money on porn, Ferraris, and vacations to Guam. You should have heeded my warning and stored some beans and rice.
Motherfuckers have been saying this for 10 fucking years. Why didn't you listen to me?
What do you have to trade?
I've already got a plan.
I got silver.
I'm going to go find Fear and say, hey, bro, I'm hungry.
Well, you're welcome to come. I told you, just hook up your fucking, your heavy equipment to the truck and come on down.
Hell yeah.
I'll be coming if that shit hits the fan. Me and my family will be coming down. Don't you worry,
dude. If that shit hits the fan, I'm going to be coming automatically, in the air, because I'm going to jerk it off because I'm going to be so happy.
I recently bought a Killdozer repair manual, so I'm going to be ready.
Genocide is all.
But you could have you could have large bills of this stuff. Now, understand it doesn't expire, right? As long as it's dry and kept dry, you could put it in garbage bags.
Yeah, the oil's never going to go
bales of it. Yeah, and have bales of it sitting in strategic places that you could light on fire as egress. As long as you went into the wind, the bad guys are behind you, and now you're slowing everybody down.
Could you do something now for someone, say, like myself, that's highly fucking allergic to poison oak and poison ivy? Would you be able to use, yeah, I'd be fucked. But I'm saying, if I wanted to create something, I don't want to touch that shit. If I did a whole bunch of peppers or something with a whole bunch of capsaicin to burn,
in your case, I would just get
run, Forrest, run.
Have you seen the bear spray that comes in like a miniature fire extinguisher?
Bear mace.
Yeah, the bear spray and the miniature fire extinguishers. Just that, a simple, Adreno that just fucking, like a Raspberry Pi hook to a fucking Adreno that just rotates a fucking trigger. That's all it has to do. It just has an offset all it is an offset peg, and they just got to go. 1 is peg down, 2 is peg up. It just rotates, presses the fucking go button on that thing, and just fills that house full of that. That'll work great. That's going to be harder to remove from surfaces by quite a bit. You're going to have,
For me, I've thought about it with when shit hits the fan, I'm going to be on the go. I've already talked with my family. We'll be mobile. We're not going to be really staying in one spot.
The problem with that is that if you know the lay of the land, and this is why when you take an animal from its habitat and you move it like 100 or 200 miles away, it's not very successful. It's because it knows the lay of the land. It knows where all the fucking supplies and resources and shit are. As you travel cross country, you are traveling into other people's lay of the land where they know where all the resources is. They know where everything's at. Like most of the people you hear who are talking about, hey, I'm going to go, jump in my murder wagon and head off across the country, are not counting on other people being at least as smart as they are.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to.
Yeah,
that's the thing is, a lot of people don't encounter or don't expect people to have like checkpoints set up in areas that they control. Like if they take over a
You don't
community,
even need a fucking checkpoint. All you need is a really deep. Just find a fucking pothole, get some post hole diggers, make that shit really fucking deep, and fill it full of water. Now it's knee deep to a fucking duck. Make it 5 foot fucking deep, and or just as deep as the post hole diggers go. And fill that bitch full of fucking water, and then just sit back and harvest what crashes.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the same thing. Like diesel fuel will melt asphalt. It doesn't matter what the fuck the road is made of. You start pouring diesel fuel on it, it's going to start eroding away the asphalt. But I mean, you if things get to that point where society's eroded, I don't know how far you'd be able to travel successfully. I mean, I'd like to be mobile, but it's going to be in a refined area. Like I'm not planning. It depends on the scenario. Of what takes place.
I'd have the ability to bug out, all right? But I would initially plan on bugging in. Like when I say that we closed at our new farm, we also closed at our new bug out location, like our own home. Like we plan on staying there, zombie apocalypse. And the only way that we move is if we move from this farm to another chunk of land we intend to buy that's going to be our hunting property, right? So we'll have a cabin and shit out there that we'll fall back to that will be within a 30-minute or 45-minute drive. So and that's how that would work. Yeah, but just like Hollywood style, I'm going yonder way and expecting to run into something useful isn't going to happen. Realistically, having been involved in the fall of multiple countries in the military and been the cause of shit hit the fan and been there after shit hit the fan in a major way in the Middle East and Bosnia and Venezuela, the most successful people are the most resourceful ones to stay in place.
That makes sense.
They stay the fuck where they're at. They stay really fucking quiet, and they dominate their fucking neighbors. They don't. Their neighbors are. Yeah, their neighbors. It's not running around and slashing and murdering and killing all your neighbors, but making it so that your neighbors know that they cannot come to you for a cup of sugar unless they have something to trade.
Yeah, you barter, but I mean, there's like the mutual understanding of security between the community. I can imagine.
Dude, I live on.
Yes.
If the shit hits the fan, I live on a fucking mountain. All right, so if you have come the mile up this fucking mountain to get to around where I am, there's no hello. There's dig. All right, maybe just burn, depending on where you fall. I don't know, but yeah, no, there's no reason that you would be coming up this fucking mountain 2 miles away shown unless you had some ulterior motives. And I'm coming up. I'm taking Farrell's idea of the 5 foot hole, but I'm just gonna put you in it.
You fucking like that?
Yeah.
You know where I got that shit from? Fucking Iraq. So these little assholes, like it had rained, right? So we're used to having puddles everywhere. So one of these little fucktards was like, "Hey, it's gonna rain tomorrow," and dug out a pothole. Now we're talking; it wasn't that big of a pothole, right? Like maybe 3 feet in fucking diameter, something you wouldn't even think about if they're just rolling down the street, right? Because there's a pothole that was already there, so it wasn't like a pothole that is fucking new.
Right.
They just dug the fucking middle of it out, and then it was full of freaking water. It was like knee deep to a fucking duck. Like it was literally like 4 fucking feet deep. And so we're just driving along, and all of a sudden, well, boom! And then the freaking whole thing flipped, and everything went to shit, and I almost died. But it was just like
that happened to me locally.
Intense.
I was just cruising along in the woods with my old freaking International Scout, and it looked like a little puddle. Somebody had taken a bulldozer and dug out the road, nosedived into that fucker. Oh my god, I was pissed.
Dude, that sounds it's like the exact reverse of what happened with me on the snowmobile. Fucking hitting those fucking cinder blocks on the ice and stopping the snowmobile cold. That's what happened with my leg.
Anyway,
I was in the hospital.
So before we end up in prison, we should probably end this episode. It's getting more and more and more like how to run a successful fucking like counterinsurgency.
Right?
So in order to establish the government, what you want to do?
No, how to establish a new government after
Wait,
one's fallen.
is the Fortune magazine still around? Because we are looking for sponsors.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is. And I could probably write better articles based on my life experience than
There'll be a gun behind every
they could
blade of
shit
grass.
out today.
Just let you know.
Yeah.
Just let you know.
Well, that's why Japan never fucking invaded us.
They knew
Because there
better.
would be a gun behind. Nowadays, there might be a dildo and a pink-haired fucking person that's confused.
We'll just
behind
send Karen over there. I want to speak to your general, please.
No,
Hold on.
there'll be a Karen behind every McDonald's sign, as far as the eye can see.
Is it Scottish? Scottish is crap.
I have a fucking Scottish. I have a joke. We're gonna end this with a fucking joke, okay? I saved it from the fucking beginning. All right. When I told I had a goat joke, and everybody was like, "Fuck you," they didn't want to hear it.
All right,
So
fuck
here
you.
we go. So there's this Scottish guy. He's drinking in a bar, and he just looks his head down, and he's just nursing pint after pint, and nobody's talking to him. And then comes this traveler. He comes in and he sits next to the guy, and the guy sits there, and he takes a deep breath, and he's like, "You save a wee baby from a burning building, and nobody calls you the savior. You help build and fund a church, and nobody calls you the helper or savior of the masses. Nobody. You go and you spend your day helping the freaking orphans, and nobody calls you the orphan helper. But you fuck one goat."
Just one. Don't
Goat
take.
fucker for life. Goat fucker for life.
I am laughing. My mute was on. I'm sorry.
I'm laughing on the inside.
I
Laugh.
learned that fucking joke in Ireland. It was against the Scots. It was a racist joke against the Scots.
Oh, see, I've heard that joke like 5 different ways. It's like, you can build a million bridges, or yeah, it's good stuff.
Anyway, somebody out there laughed.
Somebody laughed. They always do.
Somebody did. I mean, not us, but somebody.
Hey, we won. MycoNutty. We got it. MycoNutty laughed. It took him a minute. He was like, "You fuck one goat." Well, what if there's 2?
What goat? Wait, the third one from the left?
Like, what kind of goat?
Yeah, I must know the breed. I need specific information.
Was it a Kiko? Kiko
Yeah,
goats
was
are
it-
pretty.
Was it the one that passed
Was it
out?
a boar goat? A boar
I need-
goat? Yeah.
How coarse was the fur? I must know the texture. Oh, how was the presentation of the
My
eggs?
God, it couldn't have been a dwarf goat. One of those.
That wouldn't have measured up to the hip height. That wouldn't
What
have
the
worked.
fuck is
you
going
know,
on
it's
right now?
slipping
This
into
is
the
just
boots.
weird.
There, knee. The dwarf goats aren't even to your knee. Although they can see up your kilt, you must be flirting.
Is that the reason for the kilt? So they have easy access into the goat anus?
For the sheep, sir. The sheep. Same with the Velcro gloves. Anyway, we love our listeners. Thank you for listening to us. I don't even know what to fucking call this. Do we call it? What do we call this? The scammy episode of fuckery or what? Like, what do we even call this?
How about
Scam
some
fuckery?
miscellaneous FAFO-Scamtacular?
Reuniting of Deadpool.
FAFO-Scamtacular. It's the FAFO-Scamtacular. The FAFO-Scamtacular.
What,
All right.
the Whisker Biscuits episode.
Shut down with your biscuits up.
FAFO-Scamtacular. So, as usual, we like to thank our listeners. Guys, you guys have been freaking awesome. We want to go ahead and end this usually on our say something positive. And as usual, we're going to start with Deadpool because he decided to skip last episode and say, fuck you guys. We're gonna.
I didn't skip it. I did not have electricity, and you did it without me. So, no. But anyways, here we go. How about this? Now, well, be first, I don't want to pry, but you don't happen to have, by any chance, have 6 fingers in your right hand, do you? But anyways.
It's a 6-finger thumb!
anyways, to all my friends and family and fans out there, you seem like decent fellows. Oh, I hate to kill you. Have a good day.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Okay. MycoNutty, what do you got, buddy?
Oh, fuck. So, for something positive, I don't know, something I heard recently is...
How about your HIV test?
Yeah, that was positive as fuck. You know, I got to alert a few people, but it's okay. You know, they'll hate me later. But...
yeah. It'll wash off.
It'll wash off with bleach.
I got Jack and Coke all over my desk. Come on.
Just rub some Windex on it. It'll be okay. Windex take care of it.
Don't mind the sting. So yeah, everything is temporary. Every positive point of life and
Jesus
every negative.
Christ. You say this every time.
No,
don't you fucking dare. Go back and listen. Every episode.
All he does, he changes out 4 words. He changes up 4 words, which is good because it doesn't give me trim time to go look something up.
I can.
What did you say?
I can come up with something new. Hey, wait.
I will turn this podcast around, mister.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm yelling.
We already found it. We're good.
Don't depend on your ego. You know, let that shit go. You're fucking what you think is you necessarily
You
is.
said that 3 times too.
Are
just
you fucking
saying.
serious?
Yes, dude. You say the same 3 things. You just change a couple words.
You gotta do something different with your fucking cue cards.
Okay. Yeah.
Just say something nice right now.
Bro.
Say something nice.
Just say something nice.
Appreciate a fucking flower.
There you
go. Love it. Love it.
All right.
That's simple. There you go. I mean, I have no idea what
we're setting the bar low. What do you got first, Trim?
That was brilliant, by the way. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, Trim's like,
I have to say something.
There's a time and day for everything, and you need to go ahead and support.
Hold on.
Google. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. If life gives you a whistling bunghole.
What about a whisker biscuit?
I said, if life gives you a whistling bunghole, open up a fireworks stand, buddy. You got something going on here, man.
What the fuck does that mean?
That was
not a goddamn positive as hell.
okay.
I don't know, but it sounded great.
Oh, I'm confused.
You're confused. You guys have been bringing up words all fucking episode.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Goose fraba. Fuck.
With your Twigger biscuits and your fucking Bisquick mannequins or whatever the fuck.
I can give you a positive quote of the day, though. I don't know. I might have done it before.
Did Google finally work for you?
Ron White, I think, the comedian, he said this one. If life gives you lemons, find somebody whose life is giving them vodka and have a party.
There you go. There you go.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was not look.
Let's have a plan.
Now this is where Farrell says to hug your family and be nice to old people.
No matter what happens, have a plan. Don't worry about if other people agree with your plan or not, but just always go forward. Don't fucking spend too much time looking goddamn back. You left those people behind you for a reason. Go for it. Blaze a goddamn trail. Where, and then stack bodies in a zombie apocalypse, America.
What's that hula word mean? What's that all about? Hula.
The what word?
Anyway, we fucking love our listeners. We love our listeners. Hey, you guys in New Zealand and like Australia are really carrying the fucking bucket right now. We're at 21% of our fucking listeners right now are coming from New Zealand and Australia. And for some reason, a bunch of you assholes in Singapore. I don't know if you're just like
if you don't know Farrell or what's going on, but
let me just
I don't know if you're just like part of the Singapore Al Qaeda trying to look for tips?
If anybody
a
from
great
New
episode for
Zealand wants private mushroom cultivating lessons, just send the tickets to Feral, and I'll be over there. Okay? Happy to come help.
And who was that dude? Who was that dude? Who was the dude that sent us money?
King Pixels. King Pixel. King Pixel.
Thanks, buddy.
King Pixel. Yeah, thank you, buddy. We're blaming this entire episode 100%
on your fuckery. Your fuckery helps with our fuckery.
Brought to you by
Paid
King
for
Pixel.
this episode, sir.
FAFO-Cult brought to you by King Pixel.
Yes.
Shop King Pixel.
FAFO-Cult. This entire goddamn catastrophe was sponsored solely by King Pixel. Thank you, sir. Worldwide. King Pixel worldwide. Other than that, hey, if you'd like
And
to,
don't forget, soon we'll be opening our OnlyFans for mycology.
Only cubes. Only cubes.
So if
Oh yeah,
Boofing by request.
only pins.
What's pinning? What's pinning? Is that similar to pegging?
That's when it gets cold outside and your bing nips go. I call that pinning.
You know when they're so hard you
Okay.
can cut glass.
if you'd like to get a hold of us, you can do so at the FAFO-Cult email. It's me, FAFO-Cult@gmail.com. If you want to send us love, hate, anger, outreach to us and tell us how this episode touched you deeply and you're contacting the FBI, go ahead and do it through the FAFO-Cult@gmail.com.
There'll be a
If you
link
are
down
the
below for
FBI,
that.
If you are the FBI and you would like to go ahead and contact us, please contact us through
GoFuckYourself.com.
at PETA.org.
And
If you'd like to send us any sort of money, like fucking big dick, goddamn balls over his shoulder, King Pixel did, you can go ahead and do that through our Venmo. That's going to be at FAFO-Cult, one word. You can do it through our Cash App, would be $FAFO-Cult. You can go ahead and check our Etsy out. It's got all the sort of shit you didn't know you fucking needed until this exact goddamn second. That's going to be FAFOCult.etsy.com.
oh wait,
Once
one more thing.
again,
Ginevra, she's got that sale going on with her chocolates for
Ginevra's
4th of July
got-
chocolates.
I didn't ever see that, so you do the bit for it.
It's not really a bit. Just let the people know.
Ginevra has chocolate. It's really
She
fucking
has the
good
chocolate, and
You want to
but a lot
get
of the
fucked
chocolates
up,
now
trust me.
are
Yeah,
from me.
You want to watch
Yeah.
sparkly shit like 4th of July. If you are sober on the 4th of July, you are fucking wrong. You have failed at life.
If
and,
you've never seen
probably
fireworks
made
on
some
weed,
terrible decisions. If you not weed, not fuck that, mushrooms. You gotta be a couple of grams,
Yeah, it
watch
was
the
a joke.
fireworks, rock and roll.
Never
But
seen
put
that
on
show,
some
have
music,
you?
so like or put on some earbuds.
You ever seen
so, like,
$20 bill?
Crazy like booms don't fuck you up.
ever seen $20
But,
bill on weed?
Oh, we.
On me.
See, he didn't ever say the show.
But, we love our listeners. And
Love you.
good night.
Smooches.
Worldwide.